Welcome to my game of Football Manager 2017, the next match, which I believe is Northampton. I have, however, lost my two of my starting central defenders for months. So I've currently got one starting central defender. I'm playing what was my original right back in the centre of defence, and this kid I signed about a week ago, who has never played for me before, was signed as a long-term possible development project, is now my replacement central defender substitute, who in a week or two may actually be starting for me. I desperately need a new central defender when the transfer window opens. Beyond that, I've now got Robbie Craig in the centre of attack, and Liam Barry is my next choice midfielder, my first choice replacement midfielder if I have an injury or need to put a substitute on. And Herbie Kane, who was my captain and started in my centre of my midfield at the start of the season, has now been designated as a backup and is about the 7th choice for my central midfield. So the team has changed since the season started. Northampton apparently play a 4-4-2 and somewhere near the 19th currently in the table. As you can see, playing this right back here is not good, but he's probably got a better chance at the moment than my 18-year-old kid who's just joined, who needs to learn the tactics to start with. But we'll see how it goes. And I need a squad number for this kid. Well, we'll give him squad number 34 for now. Apparently I am the favourite, even with the quirks of my side as it currently is, and we will see how this wonderful team manages to that's right, go straight out. We finished the last match. Oh, and on the bright side, I got the guy's name, is it Hayes? My central midfielder who wanted to leave the start of the season. I sold him to some Polish outfit, Braga, I think. Or some Polish outfit, whose name I'm not entirely sure of. Currently, I just checked on him just because, and his morale is currently abysmal. He's completely unhappy there, which is what you get for demanding to leave. Right, 4 of my players unable to control the ball. Ooh, okay, free kick right on the edge of the area, and we managed to put it right over the bar again. Well, apparently they've already committed 2 fouls to my 1. Oh, another free kick a bit further out, and this time I managed to hit the wall and give them a nice breakaway. Struth, my guys are slow in getting back. It's now 3-on-1 back there. There's a guy free in the centre and he's going to score. Okay. There's not a lot I can say to that, really. A free kick just outside their area led to a 3-on-1 situation with my makeshift back 4, and that's the result. I can't think of anything to say really about that. Oh, another free kick. I wonder if I can give him another goal from there. No, we can play pinball with the ball in the penalty area, then miss. Yes, we're not looking good. There again, my side frequently doesn't look good in the first 30 minutes and tends to get a little better as the game goes on, but not a lot. I'm winning the possession battle, but just like in American football, time of possession doesn't necessarily equal victory. Oh, for God's sake. Learn to pass to each other, please. Oh, nicely done, Whittaker. At least you came out and tackled somebody. No, you decided to give the ball away to someone in the centre of the field instead and set up their second goal. Well done. He missed. You did the right thing, Whittaker, and then you passed. And that was where things started to go wrong. That's always weird when that happens. Someone takes a corner when you don't even see the ball get into the penalty area. Yes, I'm not happy. Get out there and do something useful. Because that was a truly abysmal first half, as from my perspective. Went past quick, admittedly, because not a lot happened, but it was pretty darn abysmal. Oh, and once again we give the ball away. Yeah, once again we're second to the ball from a header. And I'd like to blame my defence, but I really can't, because they really aren't in any great position to do much. My right back and my left back are fine, but my two central defenders, yes, the centre of my defence is so weak it's pitiful, as that just proved. And out of the two, Harwood, who's not a central defender, is rating better than Whittaker, who is. Yeah, we need to make some substitutions. Well, Harwood, come off, give the kid a chance. Barry, who's playing badly, and okay. Brewster, get off the field. And that's a third. Well, we're being completely and utterly destroyed. Yeah, I really can't say much about how bad we are, because we are truly abysmal. Northampton have obviously figured out how to beat me, and are using that information rather effectively. Well, at least I had a shot that you could vaguely call on target. Wasn't much of a shot. Oh, are they going to go for a fourth? Because, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me at this point. Get out of the way, referee. It's one thing I have noticed about 2017 as opposed to 2016. The referee gets in the way of the ball a lot less, but he still gets in the way. They really need to work on the referee's positioning, because it's one of those things you really do notice, is how many times the referee is standing exactly where the ball is going to go, rather than anticipating where the ball is going to be and getting it just like that, and getting out the way, which is what referees are capable of in reality. Good cross, a bit strong, but the idea was good. As was that, right up until the last touch of the ball. And essentially we can just give this one up as a lost cause, because there's no way I'm going to come back from 3 goals down, considering how truly awfully my team is playing. We can hope for a miracle, but I really don't expect there's going to be any chance of one. Play it left. Left, are you moron? Play it right then. Play to the wings and cross the ball. You've got a chance that way, rather than farting around on the edge of the area. Although that was actually impressive. When you've got guys wide who are unmarked and free for a nice through ball so they can put in a good cross, and you don't do it, I tend to find it a tad frustrating. Cross it, Wallace! Oh, for God's sake, Wallace. You're starting to get on my less than likeable persons list. Yes, I must admit, I have played 2017. I played with Leeds originally, and I even had a go with Man City and Chelsea. And Man City and Chelsea, it's just too easy to play this game. There's literally no challenge involved in playing with top clubs. Whereas Leeds was actually a challenge, because when I did eventually take them to the Premier League, I think I lost the first 10 games. But the challenge of trying to keep a team like Leeds up in the Premier League is far more interesting than trying to win a title with Chelsea or Man City. That's just way too easy. And yes, I'm talking about these things because, let's face it, this game is essentially over. I'm just waiting for the final whistle. And no, I'm not going to sub Savage. I'm not going to put some other poor schmuck on this field to feel the weight of this horrible defeat by a truly terrible performance. You got yourselves into this mess. Suffer. Once again, he runs himself into trouble. As for that, what was his name, Tyrese? I expected more out of him. Oh, good ball over the top. Oh, at least he saved it. Oh good, nice terrible pass there. Well, at least Vincent's doing a reasonable job in the back four. He may be a starting central defender earlier than was planned. Apparently, because he and Whittaker are pretty much all I'm going to have for a while. That's pretty much the end of that truly awful performance. But 10 games into the season, I'm still fourth. And I did give Northampton a nice boost and a way to jump over the Newcastle. I'm not sure how long I can remain at fourth playing that badly. Oh, Savage is injured. Yes, we will send you to the club doctor. Vincent made his professional debut. Yes, the fans weren't overly enamoured of his signing. There again, neither was I. He was a long-term potential project, like about 8 other players I've signed. Craig's got a confidence crisis. Okay, and someone was watching over Kieran Whittaker. Like, I'm not really planning on selling that guy because I've got absolutely no replacements. But that was the Northampton game. It was as disappointing as it looked, and hopefully I will see you down the road.